Welcome to the Parsha Perspective. Each week, we will delve deep in a weekly Torah portion to find a practical and insightful way to enhance your daily life. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Rabbi Shalom Yamini, and each week we will look into the weekly Torah portion to find practical and insightful ways to enhance your daily life. This week's Parsha Perspective is in honor of the Refuah Shlema, the complete and speedy recovery of HaRav Amitai ben Shoshanna, Leah Mintche bas Gittel, and Shaul ben Berta. This week's Parsha Perspective is in loving memory of Edward Ben Efraim, Shlomo Ben Edward, and Yirachmiel Daniel Ben Gedalia. May their souls be uplifted and may their memories be a blessing. This week's Torah portion is Parshas Naso, hold truth to our belief, and interestingly is the longest Torah portion in the entire Torah. Our Parsha begins with Hashem telling Moshe the transport duties of the three families of the tribe of Levi. Gershon, the first family, was responsible for carrying all the tapestries, veils, and skins used in the Mishkan. The Kohat family was tasked with transporting the holy vessels that were custom made for the Mishkan, and the Merari family were entrusted with carrying the structural components. Hashem then teaches Moshe Rabbeinu about the laws of the Sotah and the Nazir. A Sotah is a suspected adulteress who was witnessed going to seclusion with another man. This seclusion was specifically after being warned not to associate with that man. She is forbidden to her husband and must be escorted to the Beis Hamikdash. When she arrives, the Kohanim write this Torah portion on a piece of parchment and soak it in water till the ink dissolves. The Sotah then must drink the water, and if she indeed committed adultery, her belly would miraculously swell up until she died. However, if she was unharmed by the waters, it is a clear sign that she is innocent and is blessed with many blessings. Conversely, we have a Nazir who is a person who vows to abstain from wine and grape products. They must not cut their hair and cannot come in contact with a human corpse. This is done to achieve and attain a deeper level of holiness and spirituality. However, a question comes to mind. Just before teaching us the laws of the Sotah and the Nazir, the Torah teaches us and tells us about stealing from a fellow Jew. Daber el bnei Yisrael, and tell the Jewish people, Ish or Isha, man or a woman, ki yasu mikol chatas ha'adam lemoel mal b'Hashem. A man or a woman who commits a sin against their fellow human being, breaking their bond with God. The Talmud in Baba Kama explains that this pasuk is referring to the sin specifically stealing from a convert. It concludes this because most of the other transgressions against other human beings were already mentioned in the book of Shemais. So why is this specific sin, this specific transgression, taught just before the laws of the Sotah and the laws of a Nazir? The Rashbam, Rav Shmuel ben Meir, one of Rashi's grandsons, answers that since a convert gives up their biological family to join the Jewish people, there could be no one to pay back what was stolen. Meaning that if a sin was committed against a ger, against a convert, and they passed away with no Jewish offsprings, it creates an interesting dilemma. They could have never gotten married, or their spouse passed away and did not have children, but who does the transgressor repay and give back what they stole? Hence the Torah continues, Ve'im ein le'ish goyel lahashiv ha'asham elav ha'asham hamushav lahashem ulakoyin. And if there's no kin to whom the reimbursement can be made, the payment shall be made to God through the kohen. The Rashbam explains that we are discussing laws that deal with cases in which a person will bring a unique offering and unique truma donation to the kohen, such as a Sotah when she has to bring her special offering, or the Nazir where he has to bring his offering. Accordingly, the scenario of a convert of a ger is also mentioned, explained, and then answered. However, the Chizkuni, Rav Chizkiel ben Mano, a French rabbi from the 13th century, gives us a deeper and more profound explanation. He writes that the Torah mentions the convert, the ger, before the Sotah to demonstrate the gravity of a sin committed against the convert. As a person begins their journey to Judaism, they will obviously hold observant Jews in high regard, since they represent what they, the converts, hope to accomplish. But if an observant Jew commits a sin against a convert, the effect and the consequences can be highly detrimental. They could stop their righteous path or discard their Judaism after conversion. Unfortunately, their reaction is understandable. They're about to give up so much in their life for God, but then they see how some of the people of God don't necessarily follow basic human morals and ethics. We know that spirituality does not always translate into being a kind and understanding person, and therefore the Torah details this law next to the Sotah, the suspected adulteress, to emphasize the importance and significance of our actions and being a kind human being to everybody. And this applies to everyone regardless of religion and faith, because they are also God's creation. In our daily life, we must realize the importance and consequences of our actions. Whether from a religious or secular perspective, we know that we can truly impact and change our surroundings. This insight should impel and drive us to be the basis of morality and ethics for other communities in our area. It is the most authentic way of demonstrating our belief in Hashem and the Torah that He gave to Moshe Rabbeinu. There is a powerful quote by Rabbi Sachs of blessed memory. In the beginning, God created the world as a home for humanity. And since then, He has challenged humanity to create a world that will be a home for Him. But God lives wherever we treat another as beings in His image. Have a great weekend and good Shabbos. Thank you for tuning in to the Parsha Perspective. Check out our website, theparshaperspective.com. Send thoughts and comments to theparshaperspective@gmail.com. Till next time, thanks for listening.